It's almost time for Bookstock, the Detroit area's largest used book and media sale. The popular annual event raises money for local education and literacy programs. This year's Bookstock runs from May 15th through the 22nd at Laurel Park Place in Livonia. More than 10,000 donated books, DVDs, CDs, audiobooks, magazines, and records are going to be on sale at bargain prices. There's also an essay contest with cash prizes for fourth grade students in Detroit public schools. Over the past 14 years, Bookstock has raised more than $1.2 million. The event is put on by the Jewish Community Relations Council and a group of nonprofits. Joining me now is Bookstock's honorary co-chair, Rochelle Riley of the Detroit Free Press, along with Kristen Fries, a fourth grade teacher at Detroit's Chrysler Elementary School. Thanks for being here on American Black Journal. $1.2 million over 14 years. That's a lot of money going to.
We are now at 1.3 million, which is fantastic.
See, I had it wrong.
That's
even.
okay. Well, it obviously went up
That's
between
right.
the first time you heard it, last
money.
time you were out there. But
Yeah.
the big thing is, this has always been about education. I've been affiliated with it for 13 of the 14 years, and it's 100,000 books, CDs, DVDs, encyclopedia.
And that people just donate in order for you to sell.
Absolutely, which means it's free money, free help for kids. But the greatest thing that we've done in the past few years is our celebration of teachers, which is why I'm so excited.
Which is why Tracy is here to talk about the teacher role. Now, we should disclose up front, I went to Chrysler Elementary for the fourth grade, and it was not like, I'm sure you were not teaching there then.
No,
this was
I wasn't.
1979 and 1980, so it was a little while ago, but I know that to be quite a good school, even still probably better even than I was there. But talk about the role that Bookstock's playing there.
I recently came to Chrysler 3 years ago, and at that point in time, I received an email, stating that there was this essay contest by Bookstock. It was a local essay contest, which I'm all about trying to, do something local with the children and give back to them. And it stated, it was a fairly easy topic. It's either about their favorite character or their favorite book, and all students love to discuss what their favorite book is, and they'll tell you a story for hours.
Yes.
And so, I said, okay, we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to see what happens. So I have asked the students if they want to participate. I ask for all of them to submit an essay.
You make it's a requirement.
It's a requirement for them to submit an essay. Then they have the opportunity to discuss with their parents and them if it's something that they would like to participate as far as taking it into the contest part.
Yeah.
And then I gather all those up and mail them in by the appropriate time.
Tell them how great you've done, since
So
you've done this.
this is my third year doing it. They have not finished doing the readings of all of the essays so far. However, they should be soon, so I won't know yet. But the previous 2 years, I have had a finalist in the top 5.
Oh, really?
Out of all of the fourth graders in DPS. So I'm hoping,
a big deal.
my fingers are crossed, maybe this year I will have the winner instead of one of the top 5. But they're all winners. They've all tried their best and worked really hard to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, writing an essay for fourth grade, I mean, that's a pretty high order skill, isn't it, for fourth grade kids?
It's something that should happen for all kids, which
supposed
is
to?
why I love that Chrysler and its teachers, and we get a lot of these. We've had hundreds of submissions from different schools, and the big thing for us is the celebration, because once we pick the winners, we celebrate the student who wrote the essay, we celebrate the teacher, and we celebrate the school.
Yeah.
And we give cash awards. And that day, which is on Tuesday, it's our best day, is one of the special things that we do all week.
Yeah.
We have something happening on the Sunday kickoff where Livonia Stevenson High School Marching Band will come out and help us kick the sale off. On Monday, we have Monday Madness, where the first 1,000 shoppers get free stuff, and one lucky shopper gets a $500 Visa gift card. Teacher Appreciation Day is Tuesday. Mark your calendar, May 17th, because seeing these kids, come up and read their essays and get this award and then get to be on TV on WDIV is awesome.
Yes, that's cool.
We have Bookbuster special days where people can come out, you spend $25, you get free stuff, and you can get into a drawing for an Olympic gold medalist ice skate from Merrill Davis and Charlie White, or 4 tickets to a Tigers game. I went the other night. We didn't win, but that's okay. We'll win the future ones. 4 seats for an on-field and behind-the-scenes experience with the U.S. Professional Baseball League in Utica. And then, for the finale at the end of the week, everything is half price. And the prices are little anyway. We're talking $1, $2, $5 for really great books. The very first year I was a co-chair, I found a nearly complete set of Nancy Drew mysteries,
Oh,
the
wow.
original ones,
Really?
and got the whole thing. They're at home.
That's
Don't come
pretty
to my house and try to
impressive.
get them.
And Rochelle, we should also say this is one of the many different things you do in that literacy space. That's one of your big issues here in the community.
It's been 15 years where I have tried to make sure that people understand how important it is for adults to read so that parents can help teach students to read,
Right.
so they can make teachers' jobs easier. And one of the things that Bookstock does, in addition to celebrating teachers and just making sure that we're building libraries everywhere, is the money goes to great things. I want to mention just a couple of things. I'm going to pull my glasses off.
That's okay.
We do a book club for parents and children in Inkster through Starfish Family Services. We have done individual projects. You know, at Burns Elementary, we had a project to refurbish the library with Inside Out, Marcus Garvis Academy. They came out and did a field trip to Bookstock where they could all the kids could get books. So there's just, you know, just dozens of things. One of my favorites is a bunch of wonderful volunteers go to a Detroit school and mentor and read to the students. And, you know, as you know from when DPS did a reading corps,
Yeah.
and they needed that so much to,
Right.
you know, just help teachers to make sure that the kids are staying on task and on level.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this focus on literacy, of course, is a big part of elementary school, but I know at Chrysler, it's particularly.
Yes, we pride ourselves on being a school of journalism
Yeah,
and
right.
encouraging our children to write, and to give as many details as they possibly can. I always encourage my students, either through their reading time or writing time or whatever, that when you're writing, you're painting a picture for somebody else that can't see the picture. So the more details you include in your writing, and the better that they sound and appear, then
Yeah. I mean, those are
your
things-
reader's going to be able to see exactly what you were saying.
Right, right.
That's
I mean, those are things we
beautiful.
talk about in newsrooms with
I was just gonna say,
professional
you know, that's
journalists, right?
training.
Yeah, I mean, it's really getting them together. You said something before we started, Kristen, about how big your class is. 30 kids. I mean, that's something
Yes.
I want to make sure the viewers hear and understand that this is, you know, that's part of the reality
Yes.
in Detroit schools, and it's also one of the things though that doesn't necessarily mean that there can't be achievement or excellence. I mean,
Oh, no.
you work with it and you figure it out.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Bookstock, 14 years.
14, I know, gosh, every time I say anything in double digits, I feel so old, but there's nothing more important than this in working with the kids and teachers to make sure that, you know, they get that training, because literacy is what leads to excellence, which leads to job training, which leads to careers. So everybody's got to read.
And we're making some headway on the adult literacy issue, but not as much as we should. And to be honest, I mean, I sit on the board of an organization called Reading Works. The struggle to get philanthropy, to get business to support that, they all think it's government's job. And the truth is the government is not
I
playing that
think
role
when we get
anymore.
to the point where we understand that kids first, that means whatever it takes to make sure the kids get what they need, even if that means making sure that you're teaching adults to read. Once people make that connection, and you're right, more and more people are making that connection.
Yeah.
Because you don't want kids graduating from high school not able to read, which has happened in the past, because then you wonder, okay, what's going to happen to them? They're not going to be able to work. Some of them may choose criminal paths. You cannot separate that from the life that you want as a whole. And this is one of the things that helps with that mission.
Yeah. All
So
right.
mark your calendars.
Bookstock,
The
May
kickoff is
15th through 22nd.
Laurel Park Place at 6 Mile east of I-275 in Livonia. We take over the mall.
All right. Thank you both for being here, and good luck.
Thank you. And come out and get some
Project.
books.
Come and get some books. See if those Nancy Drew books are still there. My daughter would love those.